Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Codex. Today we're going to be talking about a speed-running Cloudwalker Wukong build. Let's go ahead and get into that. So this is my Cloudwalker setup. The primary and the secondary weapons don't really matter at all, so just use whatever you want here. The only reason I have the Rubico equipped, for example, is because sometimes if I'm doing a sortie with like some newer players who want to do the sortie for the day, there's a restriction for like snipers only, so that's why I had that on there. The Praetos is good for the same reason that I mentioned in my stealth leveling video. For the sprint speed, slide, and parkour velocity increases, most of the time you won't actually need those benefits because you should be in Cloudwalker 24/7. So let's go ahead and go over that. So the reason we're using Wukong is because of his second ability called Cloudwalker. It lets you do pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You literally turn into a cloud, and then you zoom around pretty fast. Now, it does have a fairly short duration of 2 seconds at base, so this build, as you can see from the 321% duration here, is entirely focused around maximizing duration, essentially. So it's every single duration mod in the game. So that's Nearest Hatred giving 15, Narrow-Minded 99, Prime Continuity 55, Augur Message 24, Constitution gives 28. Now, it says 321% duration here, but with Multi-Efficiency active in-game, you get another 36% on top of that, so it's actually like 357% duration in reality. And then we're using Arcane Steadfast, because pairing this along with Preparation, which this mod makes you start the mission with max energy, which means that I'll spawn in with the 556 data here, combined with Steadfast, which makes you have a chance every time you cast an ability, so in this case your Cloudwalker spam, it can make the next 3 abilities that you cast cost nothing. So pretty much 100% of the time when you're using this build, you won't have to use a single energy pad unless the mission goes extremely long for some reason, or you get mag procced or anything like that. Firewalker could be replaced, since this is parkour velocity. Like I said, parkour velocity and movement speed, like the sprint speed here, well, technically movement speed does apply. Like sprint speed and parkour velocity do not apply. So if you are consistent, like super consistently only in Cloudwalker, then you could replace this with something else. I just thought it was some decent utility in case something came up where I ran out of energy or whatnot, so I could still move around fast. Now, the reason that speed drift is on here is because of the little bit of casting speed it gives. Did not mean to right click that. Go ahead and... In fact, let's actually put natural talent there. That was actually a mistake. I had a little brain fart there. I was like, why is that there? Yeah, that should actually be natural talent. That was a little mistake from a previous build I was trying out there. The natural talent we have here for the 50% casting speed, this basically means that you can get right back into your Cloudwalker super fast. And this is also great for the fourth ability that we're using on this build. So, since this build is specifically for speedrunning things like sabotage, rescues, spies, etc. Basically anything where kills don't matter and you're just rushing an objective and getting out rather than needing to be like tanky and survive a bunch of enemies or kill a bunch of enemies, etc. We're using the Helmet ability, Perspicacity. This is a, from what I've seen personally, little known ability that you can take from Helmet. This is not a frame ability. This is an ability that you get just by ranking up Helmet. So after you feed Helmet enough frames or infuse enough abilities onto your Warframes and to get enough Helmet XP, you'll eventually get to the level where you unlock this ability. You cast this, and it makes it to where the next hack that you do is guaranteed. Now, you might be asking yourself, ciphers already exist. How is this useful? This is incredibly useful because there are missions where ciphers are restricted, like, for example, sorties, Archon hunts, I think Nightmare missions. Any mission you can think of where you aren't allowed to use your ciphers. This isn't a cipher, it's an ability. So you can still use this. So I'll be doing like Archon spy missions, for example, and people are like, damn, how are you doing these vaults so fast? And it's like, because unlike you, I'm still auto-hacking. You can also pair this, of course, with the Parazon mod Auto Breach. This also still works in things where you can't use ciphers. So this is nice as well. And runtime. You can pair runtime with that to give you a little bit extra sprint speed after your hack. That's also pretty cool. So yeah, that's the build there. Let's go ahead and showcase that. I'm going to hop into a spy mission here, and we will see just how good this is. Alright, and we're back. I went to the Bodhi spy on Ceres, so this is just a regular spy mission. But to showcase just how good this is on the kind of missions I was just referencing where you aren't allowed to use ciphers, I'm going to do everything here just with that 4th ability burst capacity, just to show you how good it is. Let's get going. Yeah, this is the speed of Cloudwalker here. Another note about Cloudwalker, one of the reasons why it's particularly good for spies, for example, is because it is invisible and intangible. When you use this, you can go straight through cameras or those like energy screens that set off alarms are right in front of these guys here, and they can't see you. I just went through that thing and it couldn't see me. So you are completely invisible and incorporeal. Makes it very easy and very safe to do this kind of stuff. Also, I think I just used a cipher there in accident, so we'll just ignore that. Go ahead and pop that perspicacity again. Now the alarm went off, but it doesn't matter, because I already hacked your vault, bud. Sorry, not sorry. Go ahead and fly to B here. I will note, if you want to go absolute maximum speed, while Cloudwalker is not affected by sprint speed or parkour velocity increases because you're not sprinting or doing a parkour maneuver in this, it is affected by generic movement speed buffs. So the reason why that's important is because Theron's helmet ability is her molt. If you put... Why is this not auto-hacking it? Okay, I don't know why they didn't auto-hack it. Put the 4th ability on. If you put Saren's molt on Wukong and do, like, maintain your modding for maximum duration, but you also mod a little bit of strength in that case, the speed bonus that you get when you pop molt does apply to Cloudwalker, which makes it go absurdly fast. You know, obviously much faster than as decent as this already is. So if you just want an absolute maximum speed build, then you can go for that.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the
Gotta love those auto
now,
breaches, huh?
the enemy will start destroying data.
Fly over here. And as you can see, haven't used energy pads, haven't killed any enemies, so there hasn't been any... Let's go ahead and do that, just to make sure I'm... Okay, it still doesn't want to auto-hack, that's cool. That my ability not work, okay. Great showcase, thank you. Very fitting for my YouTube video here. Let's go ahead and fly ourselves to extraction, not get caught up in the pipes here. But yeah, as you can see, it's quite effective. And if you wanted to make the build even more effective... Oh, rhyme route, very nice. Actually, don't have any spares of those. Now I do. If you want to make this build even better with Archon shards, I currently just have one Talforged casting speed shard on, primarily because of how painful the casting duration is of the perspicacity ability. But if you want to make the build even better, you could of course slap on 4 or 5 ideally Talforged ability duration shards. So you could get up to 75% more duration. And since the base duration of the ability is 2 seconds, 75% more of that would be another 1.5 seconds onto the ability. So when you combine this 6.42 plus the 36% from the arcane that you don't see, plus another 1.5 seconds, this would be like 8-ish seconds straight of Cloudwalker, which is quite a lot of distance traversed. Yeah, that was just a quick video there. Wanted to showcase how good Wukong is for speed runs like that. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask me down below. Again, I would love if you would subscribe if you like Warframe content, if you want to keep seeing, hopefully, interesting videos like this. If you do find it interesting, like I said, drop that like. If you don't, drop a dislike, or you can tell me in the comments what I can do for you to make it better next time. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one.